Genesis 17:7. I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations for an everlasting covenant to be a power unto thee and to thy seed after thee. So the Heavenly Father said, verse 13. No, wait. Verse right here. Oh, okay. Verse 19. And the power said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. So who broke the covenant? The Israelites. It's funny, ain't it? Funny. What's it again? Oh yeah, here. Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, the Heavenly Father does that. His statutes and his judgment unto Israel, the Heavenly Father did that. He had not dealt so with any nation in existence. And as for his judgment, these heathen, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. The heathen nations don't know the Heavenly Father's judgment. They don't. They don't know his ways. Look at them. On the earth, look at them. Amos chapter 3 verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. The Heavenly Father doesn't know these people. I don't know you. Man, get out of here, man. Just like how Yahushua said to the wicked Israelites, I don't know you. Get out of here. But Lord, I don't know you, dude. Do that. Right, so that's that part. But my point of showing you all this is to show you that well, let me read on. Joab, one that had an issue, or one that is or that is a leopard, or that leaneth on a staff. You gonna have crippled people coming from Joab, or that falleth on the sword. They always gonna have accidents and die, or that they gonna go to war and die first. Like in the movies, when you see the horror movies, when you see the black guy die the first before the credit rolled up, that's Joab. I'm just fucking around, but that's Joab descendants. Oh, he died. Yeah, that's Joab. Or that lacketh bread. They're gonna starve to death. When you see them starving ass niggas, that's Joab's descendants. I'm just fooling around, but that's the truth. You know, okay, so that's that part. And my point of showing you all that there is because to show you that you will have Israelites looking like this because they cursed. Or let me see. Here. Damn, that's a filthy leopard right there. God damn, that's raw flesh. God damn. By the way, if you have an accident, you can also get this. You know, back in the 80s, in the 90s, they used to say, "Bust nigga head to the white meat show." I remember that song. I don't know what song it is anymore, but I remember that song. Bust nigga head to the white meat show. Because if you ever fell off of a bike and then you scrape your knee, you will see this. As a dark-skinned person, you might be light, you will see this too. But it's not like this. It's not like the filthy leopard raw flesh thing. No, it's a scab wound, and then you will see the white meat, and then of the white flesh, and then after that you will see blood covering it. But if you look quick before the blood comes, you will see the white, and that's when I knew, like, damn, under my brown skin, I got white meat. Oh my goodness. Because I fell off of a bike, you know, back in the days. You know. So you're going to see white meat, boy. You're going to see white meat under that dark skin. And then the blood is going to cover it off. You know, cover it up. Right. But that's not what I'm looking for. I think it's this one here. You have South Americans and stuff like that. They have families that I think a South American woman. This one. This one. She's from the northern tribes, and these are her children. She got these kids. Brazil. Here, this one. She got that. Ah, this is the picture that I know. Huh. They were younger then. These are the two daughters. This is that son. And this is that same boy, but he got older right now, as you can see here. And these are his two sisters. And yeah, so yeah, you have that. And honestly, you know when you look at them, there's something wrong. There's just something wrong. Something is like not normal when you look at them. Even this one, you know, is something not normal. The hair is like white. Her eyebrows. No, not the eyebrow. I mean the sprinkle things. I forgot the name. I don't know what the name is. The whimpers thing with the eye. You know, the eyelashes. That thing. Yeah. And this one I'm looking at this one like, listen, man. I know you look weird. That's what I see. You know, that's even Edomites are gonna look at you like, hey, you kind of pale over there, you know. Anyway, so let me go on. So basically, that's the descendants of Joab will look like that. Yeah, man, they're gonna look like this. Some of them gonna look like this. So sometimes you see a white dude, he's not a white dude. He's an Israelite. But yeah, that doesn't mean he's going to be saved. But if he turns to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai while looking like this, he could still be saved. Don't ever forget that. Okay, so now let me go on back to where I was. Sorry about all that. Wow. Okay, I kept on. 2 Samuel chapter 19, verse 19. And said unto the king. So let me go back. So the fairy came. Okay, so Shimei. And said unto the king, let not my yeah. For thy servant doth know that I have sinned. So he sinned. He cursed him. And King David did take it to heart later on in life. Actually, when he died, here in this chapter, when he died, he said, and behold, so 1 Kings 2:8. And behold, thou hast with thee Shimei, the son of Gera, a Benjamite of Bahurim, which cursed me with a grievous curse that day. In the day when I went to Mahanaim here. Mahanaim. It's on the other side of Jordan. Mahanaim. And here's Shechem, the place, but it was a man. Shechem was a man. Here again, Mahanaim, here. In the land of Canaan, Shechem and stuff like that. Anyway, going back to here. No, it was here. Right. But he came down to meet me at Jordan, and I swear to him by Yahweh, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword. Now therefore, hold him not guiltless, for thou art a wise man, Solomon. He was talking to Solomon. And knowest what thou oughtest to do unto him. But his hoar head, which is gray head, bring thou to the grave with blood. Kill him when he's old. Kill him for me. He's not guiltless for what he did to me. He cursed me. And that curse worked. But King David himself said, basically it's the Lord that did that, as you can see here. So King David, Shimei was cursing him, and then, where is he? So one of the sons of Zuriah wanted to kill him, Abishai, and Joab was right there with him. So 2 Samuel 16:10, and the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse, because Yahweh had said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth out of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone, and let him curse, for Yahweh had bidden him. It may be that Yahweh will look upon mine affliction, and that the Most High Yahweh will requite me good for his cursing this day. And they went, and Shimei kept on cursing and stuff like that. He cursed them, and it did work. And he was angry for it too. He was angry. He said, kill him. I'll kill him when his hair is gray. Kill him. And he did. So Solomon did. So let me read on. Wow. Okay, cool. Let me speed it up. Now it says here, 2 Samuel chapter 19 verse. Okay, so Shimei said, I have sinned. Yeah. Therefore, behold, I am come the first day of all the house of Joseph to go down to meet the king, to meet my lord the king. The house of the house of Israel, the house of Joseph is the house that followed after all of them. They follow after Absalom, but he's not from the house of Joseph. He joined unto the house of Joseph because he is the son of Benjamin. It says it right here somewhere. Here, Benjamin. But he joined himself to the house of Joseph, which is the house of Ephraim. Okay, so, but Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, answered and said, shall not Shimei be put to death for this, because he cursed the Lord's anointed? And David said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So he wanted to do it again. This man was adamant. He was really determined to kill him. Like, he wanted you dead, man. Like, for real. I would be afraid to shit, because I'm like, yo, this guy is... And he's a captain, so he's a mighty man. So the scriptures warns you not to fuck around with a mighty man. Don't mess around with them, boy. Like, they're greedy to kill sometimes. Especially if you've done something wrong. But anyway, let me go on. So it says here, and David said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah, that ye should this day be an adversary unto me? So now you will see, like, this was not just something small. This was a big deal. Like, they had to hold him back, because King David even talked about it when he was on his deathbed. He said it right here. 1 Kings chapter 2 verse 5. Moreover, thou knowest also what Joab, the son of Zeruiah, did to me. He murdered his son, and he gave him a lot of trouble. And what he did to the two captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner, the son of Hener, and unto Amasa, the son of Jether, whom he murdered, and shed the blood of war in the time of peace. Because it was the time of peace when they made peace, and he still wanted to have their blood. And put the blood of war upon his girdle, that was about his loins. He did that. He put the blood of war on his girdle in the time of peace. You can't do that, because they already made peace. And behind the peace treating, he went behind the back of the king, and he murdered that man. He murdered two of them. That was not even one time, 2 times. And his shoes that were on his feet. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his hoar head go down to the grave in peace. Kill him when he is old. Don't let him go down and have a peaceful death in old age. Kill him. Make him go down in violence. He needs to die in violence. He shall not die in peace. Right. So yeah, Joab got his ass in trouble. So yeah. Let me see here. Go back to over here. Right. Which is his nephew. It is his nephew. But he was stubborn. Greedy to murder. Okay, so going on, it says here, why? So it became a whole trouble. Him too. Abishai. He was less than Joab, but he took after his brother to a certain degree. Shall there any man be put to death this day in Israel, said the king? For do not I know that I, this day, sorry, for do not I know that I am this day king over Israel? Why should we then therefore kill? I'm already the king. Don't worry about that. Therefore the king said unto Shimei, thou shalt not die. And the king sware unto him by Yahweh. So he didn't kill him himself. You know, the curse probably didn't take effect then. Later on, he started feeling it. It doesn't describe actually what happened to him, but in his latter days, you saw that he became weak. Also, when he was fighting the brother of Goliath, the Gath, when he was fighting him, then Joab saved him. By the way, Joab saved him, and then Joab told him, "You can't be around us no more, man. You getting old and weak and stuff like that. And if you die, everybody gonna be discouraged, man. We got enemies to fight. Let me go and fight your wars, man." And then Joab went and fought all the wars because he was a mighty man of war, boy. He was no joke, I'll tell you that. But there was tougher guys than him too, especially later on when he got older. Then, you know, then there were tougher guys than him, you know. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, so therefore the king said unto Shimei, okay. And Mephibosheth, the son of Saul, came down to meet the king, and had neither dressed his feet, nor trimmed his beard, nor washed his clothes, from the day the king departed until the day he came in again. What? He came again in peace. And it came to pass, when he was come to Jerusalem to meet the king, that the king said unto him, Wherefore wentest thou not with me, Mephibosheth? But here it shows you that Mephibosheth was mourning. He was mourning, and he told himself, like, fucking man, I'm not gonna wash my clothes. I'm not gonna trim my beard. I'm just gonna let it grow out. I'm not gonna wash my clothing. I don't care until the king come back, you know, because he was mourning. That's a sign of mourning. But his servant Ziba lied on him. But anyway, that's another story. So verse 26, and he answered, My lord, O king, my servant deceived me. The servant named Seba, which is here, Ziba. He was lying. Piece of shit. So it says right here on and he answered, okay, my servant deceived me, for thy servant said, I will saddle me an ass, a donkey, that I may ride thereon, and go to the king, because thy servant is lame. He can't walk. He can't walk. Mephibosheth can't walk. And he had slandered thy servant unto my lord the king, but my lord the king is as an angel of the Lord. Do therefore what is good in thine eyes. And why did he say, you are as an angel of the Lord? Why did he say that? Because here, I think I put it here somewhere actually. Here. Yeah. 2 Samuel 14:17. And thine then thine what did I do? No, I don't want that. Then thine handmaid said, The word of my lord the king shall now be comfortable. For as an angel of the heavenly Father, so my lord the king, so is my lord the king to discern good and bad. Therefore Yahweh thy power be with thee. Because King David could make very good judgment. Now you might say, oh yeah, well why didn't he do good judgment with Uriah the Hittite? What about that? You always have somebody in the background trying to talk some shit. But anyway, 1 Kings chapter 15 verse 5, because David did that which was right in the sight of in the eyes of the heavenly Father Yahweh, and turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. So only one thing. Only then, you know, but that shows you what women can make you do, you know. I'm not blaming her. I'm not, you know, blaming him specifically. No, I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, it's the flesh. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially, you know, women, you know, especially if it's your type, you know. So damn, that's exactly my type. But you got a man though. No, I don't care about that. Ooh, should watch out for that one. Isaiah chapter Psalms 32:1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom Yahweh imputed not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Right. And that happened to King David. He is forgiven. 2 Samuel chapter 12 shows you that after the murder and adultery against Uriah and the Hittite, which is an Israelite, by the way, he lived in that region. So, yeah. After that, then the Heavenly Father forgave him, but he cursed him at the same time. But he forgave him, that he wouldn't kill him, but he gonna make him suffer. And he did. The Most High did make him suffer. Okay, do that. Okay, so it says here, verse 28, for all my father's house were but dead men before my lord the king. He was allowed to kill them because they wanted to kill him. But King David, he actually did kill a lot of them. And then, well, actually, wait, no, not yet. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not there yet. But a few of them did die. Later on, he's gonna kill more, by the way. So yeah, I didn't even. He's gonna kill more. That's in chapter 21 here. Not here. I think here. Here. But the king spared Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because of Yahweh's oath that was between them. And we were allowed to make oaths, vows, and swears in those days. When Yahushua came, he told us not to do it. Between David and Jonathan, the son of Saul. But the king took 2 sons of Rizbah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bare unto Saul, Armoni and Mephibosheth. That's another one. It's not the same as this one. This was Jonathan's son, Mephibosheth, and this was Aiah. What? The 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. Let me read on. And the 5 sons of Micah, the daughter of Saul. See? That one. These are the 2 of Saul, and these are the 5 of Micah, the daughter of Saul. Oh, what the hell did I just do right there? Oh, sorry. Wow. Okay. I clicked something on accident. By accident. And the 5 sons of Micah, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Meholathite. Right. So Micah didn't have sons, but she brought them up for somebody of her sister, if I'm correct. Because Michael didn't have sons. Michael. Here. 2 Samuel. Wow, what am I doing? 2 Samuel 6:23. Therefore, Micah, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death. So she died childless. So this is not a contradiction. This is a surrogate mother, you could say. It's not surrogate mother, but you could say that. It's basically like Ruth here, for example. Ruth and Naomi and Ruth. It says here, Ruth, her children died, and then it says here, just like how you had Sarah, then she told Abraham, go lie with Hagar, then I will make a child unto you by Hagar. That's how it went back in the days. Women that couldn't get children, they would get somebody else and say unto their husband, make a child with her and give me that child for me, and that it'd be my child. That's how they did things back in the day. So that is what happened with Michael. So let me read it here also. So it says here, so Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. So Ruth 4 and 13. And when he went in unto her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son. And the woman said unto Naomi, the other Israelite women said unto Naomi, this is the Israelite woman, she is a Moabite, and this is an Israelite man. So it says here, and the woman said unto Naomi, blessed be Yahweh, who hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that his name may be famous in Israel. And that is talking about her father's, her husband's descendants and stuff like that, which she now gave unto Boaz. And then her husband, Naomi, her husband, family member Boaz, took Ruth and then made a bloodline that is the same bloodline of her husband. You understand what I just said? I hope you understand what I just said. Let's say this. One father, two sons. One son, for example, took Naomi and made children, but the children died. That is exactly what happened to her. And the husband died. Okay, now she has no bloodline, nothing. Like she has nothing, she has no kinsmen, she has no family anymore. It's done. And she said also she's too old to get more children. But her daughter-in-law that was with one of her sons when he died stayed with her. And then now this father has also a other son, which is her husband's brother. And then that brother of her dead husband is the same bloodline of their father, like the man that died and his brother, the same bloodline as this. So this brother would then therefore take the daughter-in-law of Naomi, which is the widow of her son, and then that father's bloodline through his brother, her husband's bloodline through his brother would then take this girl and then make a child, and that would still be one of her husband's descendants. And that's what happened. And she shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life, and a nourisher of thine old age. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, has borne him. And Naomi took the child and laid it in the bosom, and became nurse unto it. And the women her neighbors gave it a name, and saying, here it comes, there is a son born to Naomi. And they called him Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. Naomi didn't get children. Her children died. But how did she get children? Through Ruth. So they called Naomi the mother of Obed. But Ruth is the mother of Obed, physically. But she is spiritually the mother, because she is then therefore nowadays they call her like a surrogate mother. Yeah, that's Naomi of Obed. So she took him as his son. She took him as her son. Right. Okay, it's mentioned here also, somewhere here. To raise a name up in the dead. That's the example that I gave. Because somebody died, her husband actually. Let me see. The wife of which is her son. Well, I do this video already. I have it in my video list. If you just type in Ruth, you will see that I explain it there. But yeah, just like how Sarah said, "Go into my wife, go into my servant." Here, Genesis 21:9, and Sarah son of. Let me see something. spoken. Yeah, this one. 16. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ishmael is born. Oh yeah. Forgot that. So Genesis 16 and excuse me, 2. And Sarai said unto Abraham, Behold, now Yahweh had restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her surrogate mother. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarai. So that's what that's kind of what Naomi did, but the reason I say kinda is because she wanted to have grandchildren, but which is the husband of Ruth, so her son was with Ruth, but he died, and then she has no grandchildren to call her own children. So she was like, shit, how am I going to do this right now? And then she went back to her land with Ruth, to the land of Judah, and then she found basically one of the family members of her husband, which is the same bloodline of her son. So she said, basically it came to pass that one of the family members of her husband's side made children with Ruth, which is her grandchildren anyway, through the father's side, the husband's side, and his father. It's the same bloodline. And that is how she says, that's my grandchild. And it is too. Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's the same bloodline as her husband. That's why it is. Because the Bible works different than the Caucasus. His visions and his ways and mannerisms is different than from the scriptures. So the Bible is correct and he is not. Okay, so he doesn't even believe in it. So anyway, the elites know about it, but they don't have faith in it. But they believe all right. They know damn well what they're doing. They know damn well that the Heavenly Father is true, but they deceive the four corners of the earth. That's another one of the 100,000s of reasons why the Most High is going to exterminate them. They deceive the four corners of the earth that the Heavenly Father is just a Big Bang Theory and flying reindeers and bunnies that lay eggs. That's what they make people believe, and people do celebrate it. So, Second Samuel 19 and 28. For all my father's house were but dead men before my lord the king. He could have killed them, but he didn't. Yet didst thou set thy servant among them that eat thine own at the what? That eat thine own table. What? Yet didst thou set thy servants among them that did eat at thine own table. What right therefore have I yet to cry any more unto the king? And the king said unto him, Why speakest thou any more of thy matters? I have said, Thou and Ziba divide the land. And Mephibosheth said unto the king, Yea, let him take all, for as much as my king, my lord the king, is come again in peace unto his own house. So that shows you he wasn't greedy for the land. So Ziba was lying. And Barzillai, the Gileadite, and Gilead is Manasseh. Gilead is a man, and that man took over a region, and that region was now called Gilead, because Gilead was a son of Manasseh, as you can see here. You had a place called Mount Gilead, yeah, but here, Numbers 26 and 29. Of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Machirites, and Machir begat Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. Gilead is a Manassite. He's a man of Manasseh. These are the sons of Gilead, of Jazir, the family of the Jezreelite. Jezir, what? Jezreites of Helek, the family of the Helekites, and so forth and so forth. Here, and then you have Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the family of Manasseh, of the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters: Mala, Noah, and Hogla, and Milcah, and Tirzah. Yeah. But anyway, Gilead is a man, and his region is called the Gileadites, the Gileadites. So they are on Manassites. So Barzillai, it was a Manassite, came down from Horochelim and went over Jordan with the king to conduct him over Jordan. Now Barzillai, yeah, was a very aged man. And by the way, King David spoke of him on his deathbed, and he said, 1 Kings chapter 2 verse 7, he told his son Absalom, but show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at my table, just like what he did with Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul. For so they came to me when I fled because of Absalom thy brother. So he was talking to King Solomon. He told them, be good unto Barzillai, be good unto them and unto his sons, because I think at this time Barzillai was already passed away. He was already old. I'm going back over here. Even 80 years old. Yeah, he was already passed away, but by the time that King David was about to pass away. And he had provided the king of sustenance while he lay at Mahanaim, where he was cursed, by the way. For he was a very great man. Barzillai was a great man. Now, if you look up Manasseh and their story, god damn, Manassehs were fucking warriors, man. You'd be scared to death. Like, well, they ain't playing with you, man. The Manassites were very, all tribes. Just read the scriptures and you will come to the conclusion, like, damn, all tribes had their blessings, man. They's great people, man, so yeah. All tribes had their blessings. But Judah prevailed above them all, by the way. And the king said unto Barzillai, right, come thou over with me, and I will feed thee with me in Jerusalem. And Barzillai, said unto the king, how long have I to live, that I should go up with the king unto Jerusalem? I am this day 80 years old, which is 80. And I can discern between good and evil. And can I discern between good and evil? Can thy servant taste what I eat or what I drink? He probably lost a little bit of the taste in his, when people get older, sometimes they can't think straight, they can't think right. And sometimes, they lose the taste in their mouth for certain things. Yeah, man, I've seen people like that with both of these things. They can't make good judgments, and they can't really taste food that good, Can I hear any more the voice of singing men and singing women, because, you might lose a little bit of your ear or your sight. Wherefore then should thy servant be yet a burden unto my lord the king, because he's older, he might slow him down. That's what he said, basically. Thy servant will go a little way over Jordan with the king. And why should the king recompense me with such a reward? Let my servant, I pray thee, turn back again, that I may die in mine own city, and be buried by the grave of my father and of my mother. But behold thy servant, Hiham, which is Ham, which is Ham. Sorry, it's not a Hamite, but the word is Ham. Yeah, it's just the name, I mean, you have certain Israelites that was named Canaan, for real. So yeah. You have certain Israelite that was called Aram. Benjamin, one of the Benjamites, was called, if I'm correct, was called Aram also. Even Balaam, a Benjamite, was called Balaam also. Yeah, man. So yeah. Okay, so it says here, let him go over with my lord the king, and do to him what shall seem good unto thee. And the king answered, Checham, Sheikh, I don't even know how you pronounce that, shall go. In the Dutch you would say Chimham. Yeah, let's leave that. Shall go over with thee, and I will do to him that which shall seem good unto thee, and whatsoever thou shalt require of me, that will I do for thee. And all the people went over Jordan, and when the king was come over, the king kissed Barzillai and blessed him, and he returned unto his own place. Then the king went to Gilgal, and Chimham went on with him, and all the people of Judah conducted the king, and also half of the people of Israel. Now, if I'm correct, this is a son of his. Chimham. Maybe I put it here? No? Oh yeah, here. I did put it here. Chimham. I don't need this one then. Chimham. Hebrew 36:43. 36:43. It says here, a follower or probably a son of Barzillai, the Gileadite, who returned from before Jordan with David. Apparently David bestowed on him a possession in Bethlehem, on which in latter times an inn was standing. Apparently the inn in Bethlehem located in the possession given by David to Chimham, the follower or son of Barzillai, the Gileadite. And I would think it's a son actually, because he also said here to his son, to King David, he told, to King Solomon, he said, and show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai. And they used to call themselves servants and stuff, my servant, thy servant, and stuff like that. So it's possible. I think it was his son. Chimham was his son. So he was a Manassite. Going on. And behold, all the men of Israel came to the king, and said unto the king, why have our brethren the men of Judah stolen thee away, and have brought the king and his household and all David's men with him over Jordan? Over Jordan? And all the men of Judah answered the men of Israel, because the king is near kin to us. They wanted him to come with him. Anyway, wherefore then be ye angry for this matter? For this matter, have we eaten at all of the king's cost? We got our own money. We're not feeding off of him. Or had he given us any gifts? We're not here for his gifts. We're here for because he's one of us. Like he's Judite, so we want him to be with us. Right. Oh, let me see here. Sorry. Verse 43. And the men of Israel answered the men of Judah and said, we have 10 parts in the king, and we have also more right in David than ye. So they was kind of messing around, fighting for him, like rug pull, how you call that thing? You know, pulling on this side and that side. Anyway, why then did ye despise us, that our advice should not be first had in bringing back our king? And the words of the men of Judah were fiercer than the words of the men of Israel. They didn't like it. They didn't like it one bit. It was like, they belong to me. No, you belong to me. No, you belong to me. No, you belong to me. So yeah. So that's the form of love. But that love could actually it didn't escalate, but you know, it's like a man that has love for his sister, not your girlfriend. That's not good. That's not a good example, because you can't do that. But two brothers fighting for the love of their sister, for example. No, we gonna chill today. No, we gonna chill today, and stuff like that. And they might fight. No, man, you chill with me. No, you chill with me. You know, You know, it's your sister. You know, some people love their sister, and different. No, more than others. Not different. I mean more. You know, you don't love your sister different. You love your sister more or less. If you love your sister different, then yeah, that's not something I want to talk about right now. That's no. Let me leave that. But anyway, I mean more. You love your sister more or less, you know, something like that. Well, you can call it different. I'm thinking of something not good. That's what I was thinking of when somebody says, "I love my sister different, man." What do you mean different? You mean more? Oh, I understand what you mean. Like different than your brother. Okay, I understand. Yeah. So, because you have a lot of weird people on the planet Earth. You have a lot of weird people on the planet Earth. So, yeah, I don't know what you mean with that. But what do you mean with that? What do you mean with that? Yeah. So, anyway, so yeah, there you have it. Let me see if I missed something over here. Let me see. No, I don't need that one. No, I don't need that. Do I need this? No, I don't need that one. No, I don't need these three. Alright, and I don't think I need the rest. Yeah, watch this movie, then you will see something dope. You might learn something. I learned all the time, so this movie you need to watch also, yeah, this one too, and I'll put this link in the description box, and then I'll put this. I want to thank all of you. You need to watch this too. It will explain to you what capitalism is. Like, he's gonna explain it real good. And if I look at him, I think he's Amalek. I really look at him like, you look like an Amalekite. So they know financial things. You know, I just look at him, you know. I don't hate everybody on sight, my man. Some people I look at them and I don't like them. But other people I look at them and I have nothing against them. It doesn't matter who they are or what they look like. I don't necessarily hate them. Some people I hate, boy. I just look at you. Because I don't know, I see something. I don't know how to explain it to you. I can explain it to you, but I don't want to. Let's just say I see something. How about that? That's just it. For example, wait, before I forget it. I'm looking for something. This is what I want. This. I'll put this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I'll put this link in the, maybe you didn't hear me. I'll put this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. And damn it, what was I actually thinking about? Oh yeah, here. Tom Cruise in the movie. What the hell just happened? Okay, Tom Cruise and in the movie Top Gun. No, yeah, Top Gun. Here, this one. I hated him here. I hated the shit out of this guy. I just look at him, I see my enemy. I just look at him. I don't like this guy. And then in the other movie, I hated him. I hated his guts. The first one. This one, that one over there. I show it. Yeah, this one is good too. I don't know. He has this evil look in his face. This fucking evil. I hate this face. But then when he got older, this evil look went away. But I always knew because Mission Impossible. I saw it here. Where is it? Here. I saw it here somewhere. Somewhere here. Is this it? Oh yeah, I saw it there. Here. That one. It's the same thing as this one here. Same thing. But when I saw, I couldn't watch this movie. You know, I couldn't. I saw it. Everybody knows this scene. You know, they mimic this unto death to them part in other films and memes and whatever. But yeah, Mission Impossible 2. That's the one I saw You know, when I started to watch Mission Impossible, like really sat down and watched it this year. I have never watched this movie because I hate this guy. I hated him. But I saw Mission Impossible 2, and I thought to myself, like, man, that's actually one of the greatest movies, the spy movies, because I used to love spy movies back in the days. James Bond, Roger Moore, that's my Bond. People before that were actually Sean Connery, that's their Bond, and Pierce. This guy, he came later. It wasn't really my Bond because I didn't grow up with him. I saw him, but yeah, it wasn't really my my type of Bond. And I looked at him and I was like, you don't look like a Bond that I like. This one is my Bond. That's why I know his name, Roger Moore. This is my Bond. I always liked his name because, you know, I have family with that name, so I always liked his name. I didn't know nothing about Moors and all that type of stuff. I didn't know about that. Later on, I started to learn about it, and I was like, oh, maybe that's the reason why I like him. But yeah, other than that, you know, he was dope. This was my Bond, and you know, it's my Jesus, not my Jesus. Your Jesus is a caucus motherfucker. He's a Caesar Borgia, but yeah, just a joke. But I say it like that on purpose. You know, the people that say, not my Jesus, you know, the black women that say, not my Jesus ain't black. Not my Jesus is silky hair and blue eyes, and doesn't he have brown hair sometimes? And sometimes he has green eyes, sometimes he has brown eyes. What the fuck? What does he have then? Everything that I like. Ooh, okay, cool. Anyway, you had this one here. This is Roger Moore. And this, I remember this one too. I remember this guy. So I know him. That was basically before my time. I know of him. I saw films of him. I didn't really like him, but he's a Jake. I think he too. He's Scottish. This guy I saw, Timothy Dalton. I saw him, but yeah, wasn't really dope. This guy, I saw him too, but yeah, wasn't really dope. He's number 1 for me, and that would then be number 2. He would be number 3, and he number 4. Then I don't know. But yeah, this is the Bond that I grew up with. That's the Bond that I grew up with. And yeah, so I like spy movies and James Bond movies and stuff like that. I hated him, but then this year I started to watch Mission Impossible 2, and then I liked it. I liked it so much that I binge watched all the other movies up until the last one. But the one that's in the theater right now, I didn't see that one. And I'm not going to the movies. I don't do that. I don't do dumb shit like that. I'll just wait until I see it somewhere. And I will. And I will see it with the beautiful quality. Because I don't watch ugly movies. Like, I can't see. It just makes no sense. I'll watch until somebody has a very, very good, beautiful image of that film, the footage or something, and then I'll watch it. And I really like it. I actually grown to like this guy. Damn, from the hatred, I hated this guy for years. And he always has that evil look. Until this day, I still look at him like, hey man, this guy looks evil, man. He has this evil look when he looks angry. Not here. Not here. Yeah, this guy. I actually like this look. He looks strict. You know, I haven't seen this movie. The only one that I've seen is Mission Impossible, and because I hate him. I can't stand this dude. I can't stand him. And I've seen this one, of course. This is my favorite. I have no idea how I stomached this dude, but this is my favorite. Well, it used to be my favorite movie because, you know, they train you to watch vampire movies until you find out, like, this is some blood drinking devil shit, man. You know, but yeah, this was my favorite movie. And back then I didn't hate him. He was in makeup anyway, so he kind of looked different. But when I saw that prep boy face, in Mission Impossible 1 and Top Gun, yeah, I already knew, like, these are the type of dudes that I find enemy that in real life. These are my type of enemies. When I see him, I want to fight. Because they look like my enemy. He looked like it. That's why until this day I don't like Mission Impossible 1, because his face is like those faces that I don't like. I already know, like, oh, these are the racist motherfuckers, the prep boy type of racist motherfuckers. They're the devils, you know. But anyway, I don't hate his guts anymore, which is almost a miracle or something like that, you know. Now I actually want to. It's a few days ago I actually saw that, and I didn't see it actually. I glanced over it and then I saw it, and then I watched it. I didn't see it from the beginning. It was this movie here, The Day of Tomorrow or something, like The Edge of Tomorrow. And I want to go and watch it, because I saw bits of it. Like I was maybe the last 40 minutes or something I caught. I shouldn't have watched it. I should have went on the internet and watched it, but I saw it on the television, because I was fixing up my computer anyway. So I was busy, and then the screen was on. You know, when you're doing something here, you're tinkling on something, and then you just let the television do its own thing. And then I saw the movie, so I kind of watched and was busy with the thing, and watched and was busy with the thing. So now I want to actually sit down and go watch it. So yeah, maybe I might do that maybe tomorrow or something. But but the reason why I'm telling you this story is to show you that you can change. You can change. You might hate a person for a very long time, and now I don't hate him no more. I look at his face right now, I'm not disgusted. I don't know, I'm not disgusted. I still have a problem with the first one though. Like Top Gun, I'm not watching that shit. I watched it. That's when I decided I hated him. Top Gun. That's the first time I saw this dude. And but when he get older, I started to not hate him anymore, because he doesn't look like that type of person, because he's older in his face, so he doesn't look like that type of enemy that I saw in him when he was young. So that's one. And then let me see, like this one. I do not like this face boy. But this one, I have no problem against him, because these type of people, I don't think I had problems with them. I don't like this face boy. I don't like that shit. Those faces. I know those faces. I've seen a few of them. I don't like them all. All of them I don't like. Anyway, but yeah. And he has this angry face too when he's young, like his evil face. But he's also a devil worshipper with that Scientology crapaloni. So loose from that, he's a great actor. You know, no problem with him. Not anymore. So he might be a devil worshipper, I don't know, because all these celebrities, Jake's too, bunch of goddamned devil worshippers, all of them. I didn't even see this shit. See, I didn't even see this, man. Come on, man. Isn't that spiritual that I was talking about, him and the devil? And then pop up, whoop, right there. All these celebrities, man. He's not the only one. All of them are a bunch of goddamn devil worshippers. All of them. All of them. Literally, what the fuck? All of them are devil worshippers. Are 100% of them? No, I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. These celebrities and stuff like that, I don't think so. I mean, you have secret disciples of the Lord among rich people, you know. You have Israelites that have leprosy, clean leper at the plague, and they're still Israelites. They just look like the enemy. You know, that's one form. And the other form is you have Jacob descendant men that laid down with Edomite females and made children. And them children don't look like us anymore, especially after a few generations. But they have to keep on being boys. You know, so... I mean, Iggy Azalea or something. I don't know what her name is, but she might be a Jake. What's her name? Azalea. Okay, this one might be a Jake. I don't know. This one definitely. I don't need no DNA. This one definitely. Where is she again? Amy. This one. I really believe that she was Jake, man. When I heard her the first time singing, I thought it was a black woman. I went home and looked her up because I heard the song, and then I typed in the lyrics that I heard her singing, and then this popped up, and I really thought she was a Moroccan girl, because this is how Moroccan girls look in the Netherlands. Well, they have that kind. She has that look like Morocco. She has that look like this one. I've seen many Moroccan girls like this, my man. Like, they really look like it. But now that I know that she is so-called Amalek or Israeli, now that I know that, I do see it in her nose and stuff like that. But still, she looks like somebody from here. The Moors were in Morocco, by the way, if you didn't know. Yeah, she doesn't look like her, but she looks as if they're from the same type of, you know, race. Moroccan girl. Not these ones. Okay, I can't really get a how you call that thing again? Like a comparison over here. I mean, this is the internet after all. So if you was to see them in real life, then, you know, you would look at her and you'd be like, oh, you do look like them. But yeah, if you stare, then you will look at her like, no, you don't look. But, you know, they have these type of faces and stuff like that anyway. Yeah, let me leave that, man. So yeah, Rataza. So with that, I will say, let me see if I missed anything. Joshua, no. Yeah. So yeah. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.